Imagine winning a free Virgin Voyages cruise that you cannot redeem. Big news from the Royal Caribbean Group, and imagine being 500 miles over the ocean on a transatlantic flight when you have to turn around because a laptop got stuck in a seat. We're going to talk about all that and more right now. Hey, what's going on, Adventure Fam? Hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a blessed week. It is Thursday. It is a beautiful day here in Arizona, and I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. My energy is high. We got some amazing news from the Royal Caribbean Group today that I'm going to be reporting on, but also got some good news, and I can't share it with you just yet. It's something that we're still currently working out, but as you know, we created a custom pair of shoes, and we've got some big news coming out of that, and I want to share with you. It just won't be in today's video, probably tomorrow, so you have to tune back in and make sure you're subscribed so you can get notification of that. But we are having a great week here in Arizona. It is beautiful. It is hot. It is wonderful. All things good here in the Valley of the Desert. Now look, if you love my energy, if you are not part of the Adventure Fam, we want you to be a part of the Adventure Fam. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bells, and drop a like for this video. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned because tomorrow I think we are going to be breaking some big news as it relates to Royal Caribbean and our partnership that we're kind of slowly forming with them. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. But before we get to that, what we need to do is jump into story number one of the day, and it goes back to Virgin Voyages. All right, so story number one is out of Australia, and it has to do with a free cruise from Virgin Voyages. Back on November 16, 2023, Sir Richard Branson, in a promotional stunt to promote the Resilient Lady. November 16, 2023, he jumped on a FaceTime call with 150 airline passengers on Virgin Atlantic to announce that every adult passenger was then going to be given a free cruise on the Resilient Lady. This, of course, was a promotional stunt to get everybody and get the hype around the Resilient Lady, which was supposed to make sailings around Australia and New Zealand. Now, of course, everybody's excited, but shortly after this, tensions in the Red Sea started to brew. And look, they had to cancel the inaugural South Pacific season. So the Australia and New Zealand was not going to happen. They did give them alternative options, though. They told passengers they can book either in Europe or the Caribbean. Now, Morgan was originally going to go out of Brisbane, but now she was going to choose to go out of the Caribbean. However, this is where it takes a turn. When she started looking at flights from Australia to the Caribbean, it was going to cost her about $8,000 to fly out there. Now, that seems extremely high. I don't have all the details of what she was looking at or how many people she was going with and things like that, but she said it was going to cost her about $8,000. Now, the value of the cruise was only about $7,000, so of course nobody's going to make that financial decision. Spend 8 so you can get a free 7, right? You're going to be out $1,000, and so she decided to get in contact with Virgin to see if there was anything that maybe Virgin Voyages could do to help her out. Now, Morgan claims when she started reaching out to Virgin Voyages, they actually stopped responding, and she never got any resolution. Now, it's safe to say that obviously they canceled the inaugural season out of the South Pacific due to the Red Sea tensions and the safety of the passengers and the guests aboard. That is the right thing to do. They did the right thing by canceling that. They did give them, and they did send updates again to all the passengers, apologizing and stating they can go out of Europe or the Caribbean. However, because of the inconvenience of flying, right, I don't know how many people were able to actually take advantage of it. Morgan claims they stopped responding. I don't know. There's always probably two sides to the story, and then obviously somewhere in the middle is the truth. But looks like she got a free cruise that she wasn't able to redeem. Hopefully they were able to make it correct, and they're able to come to some kind of agreement on allowing her to take advantage of that. Who knows? Once we get an update, if we get an update, we will definitely share that with you guys so that we can bring that to you. All right, so story number two comes out of Royal Caribbean Group, and it's exciting news if you are a fan of Royal Caribbean Group like we are. If you do not know, Royal Caribbean owns Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and Silversea. Now, each of those three cruise lines have their own loyalty programs. The Crown and Anchor Club, of course, is the one for Royal Caribbean, and the Captain's Club is the one for Celebrity, and the Venetian Club is the one for Silversea. Now, all of these used to be on separate tiers, but as of this morning and starting on June 5th, sailings from June 5th on, you're going to be able to match your status across all three of those fleets. So essentially, if you're a Gold member in Royal Caribbean, you're going to be the equivalent of that in Silversea and Celebrity. So it's going to match across all three brands. And this is a cool thing. This is a good thing. I think Royal Caribbean fans have been asking for this for quite some time. People didn't quite understand, if you're sailing with the brand, why it doesn't transfer, and now they do. So starting on cruises beginning June 5th, 5th, your status among Royal Caribbean will be the same as it is for Celebrity or Silversea. If you sail with them, your status will go across. It will match 100%. So whatever status you are, it will go across for all of the other brands as well. So just to explain this a little bit further, if we're looking at Silverseas, for example, if you have 250 VS days or Venetian Society days with Silversea, if you're going to go on a Celebrity cruise, you can link your cruise loyalty programs up. Join the Captain's Club, and that will automatically give you elite status for Celebrity cruises. So again, it's a great thing for those that sell Royal Caribbean Group. Your loyalty programs will now match across the fleets, so you're not having to earn 3 individual statuses. You're going to be able to connect those. So that's awesome. Kudos to Royal Caribbean for coming out with this. I think this is something everybody's wanted for a long time, and we need to applaud that, because that's Royal Caribbean looking out for its passenger base, and they've always done a good job of that. So kudos to Royal Caribbean for that. All right, so moving on to story number 3, a weird story in the air. There was a United flight flying from Zurich to Chicago this past Sunday. They were 500 miles over the ocean when they had to turn around and go land in Ireland. Now, the reason for this is there was a laptop that got stuck in a business class seat. Yes, you heard that correct. They had to turn around and go land in Ireland because of a laptop that was stuck in a seat. Now, they got back to Ireland safely, and they were able to retrieve the laptop out of the business class seat. However, the caveat to this was that the flight attendants had already worked their majority of their hours for their shift, and they could not board the flight back to go to Chicago. So those passengers, 157 of them, had to actually stay overnight in Ireland. Now, United did cover their hotel costs and, of course, put them on other flights back to Chicago the following day. Now, you might ask, why is that such a big deal? Because it might seem a little frustrating. However, because of the lithium batteries in laptops and other devices, which is why they tell you to carry them on your carry-on bag, there is a risk for fire. So had the laptop remained stuck and they caught fire over the ocean, there wouldn't have been a safe place to land. So the captain made the call to turn around to get the plane back to Ireland so they can get that laptop out. So it's a silly reason to turn around. However, the safety of the passengers is always going to come first, and I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. They were able to get it out. A little bit of an inconvenience for everybody that was on the flight, of course, and I'm sure the guy whose laptop or gal whose laptop that was, I'm sure they felt terrible about that. It's kind of an embarrassing moment if that is you, but they got everybody safely to Chicago the next day. But weird, funny, interesting, and inconvenient story if you're actually on the plane. But that's going to do it for our stories for Thursday. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We love you guys. Again, we're going to bring you some news tomorrow, so make sure you come back. So subscribe for that and turn on those notification bells. But we love you. Happy Thursday to you, and enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.